Aries, hi, welcome to your read. We are going to be looking at the tarot for you for mid-March. These are general reads, so keep that in mind that they won't always resonate for you. But take what does resonate and leave the rest for everybody else. As well as if you'd like a personal reading, feel free to reach out to me via my email. It's in the description and the link below. I also have my Instagram in the link below. If you just like to get to know me personally and see my stories and reels, feel free to follow me there. Noticing some upside downs when I'm shuffling here. I'm just kind of slowly turning them upright. I don't have upside downs in this deck, but sometimes, oh, the life of a tarot card reader, sometimes you just have cards that are stubborn. And as I shuffle, I'm making sure they're upright. I found another one here. Okay, Aries. Let's get started for you. And that's the second time Nine of Chalices wanted to jump out in the past here. You have the Eight of Swords and the King of Wands. Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords, the Judgment card, the Winged Boar. We'll talk about this card in a bit because this card is specifically tailored to this tarot deck. So I have to kind of explain what it means there to you. For the energy you read is the Six of Chalices. This is about a soulmate. Aries, you're here because you want to know about a soulmate. You want to know about somebody that you're specifically planning a summer with, or a summer vacation, or somebody that you can spend with this summer. Summer is coming up specifically for me with this card because it's what I feel with my intuition. There may have been talks about things that you wanted to do this summer together, maybe a lake or a river. And I see that this is on your mind right now at the moment. Nine of Chalices here in the past. Something you were wishing for, you waited for a long time, and it almost seemed like the universe wouldn't deliver anything for you. In fact, it seemed like a lot of hard work. It seemed like every day you had this idea in your head about what a perfect wish fulfillment should look like. And the reason I feel that way is because following that card, you have this Eight of Swords. So going back to the idea that you were working and you just had this idea of what the wish fulfillment would be, and you're continuing on with your day-to-day. I feel like you slowly made your way out of that when this King of Wands showed up in the read here. And this King of Wands is basically telling me here that somebody came here and opened up the kingdom to you, Aries. Somebody opened up a kingdom in a very fiery, passionate way. They showed up and they almost demanded everything that you had from that wish fulfillment. Not only did they demand, but they gave you the proof that they would show up in the way that your wish was tailored. You feel like this is the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with from this point on. In the current energies, you have the Seven of Swords. There was some betrayal here from this person. You figured it out. They betrayed you somehow. They betrayed you by, it could have been something they said. They canceled the plan on you. Or something that you found out about them. I feel like this is something you found out about. And with the Nine of Swords is something you didn't tell them about as well after you found out. It's possibly something they still haven't told you about, and it's still unspoken. Whatever you found out resides in your mind at this time. And if it was spoken about, it still resides in your mind. It's like some tarot card readers saying, well, this person's problem or what they did to you is living rent-free in your head. And this is basically that card. Now, judgment here. There's a door with this judgment here, and you have to make a decision here with judgment, whether that this is going to be put to rest or if this is going to see the light of day now. If this is going to progress forward together without lies, without cheating, without betrayal. In the upcoming future for you, Aries, we have the Winged Boar. This was that card I was talking about earlier that I have to kind of describe to you what's going on with this. This is the luckiest card in this deck. There's something here that happens that you just can't believe. And it goes back to your manifestations or the way you were thinking about a wish showing up in your life. Sometimes they say when you forget, there's a honk from there's a really loud honk out there. But sometimes when you forget about manifestations, that's when they show up. Even if you've been distracted by this energy here on this side, your manifestations are showing up now. And here is the Fool, the incarnation of a new idea, the incarnation of a new prospect for you, of moving forward. I feel that you may be moving forward alone. And if your person is there with you moving forward, then this is the idea of you two rising to a new potential here with this Nine of Wands. After the struggles, after the lying, after the betrayal, it's either you two or it's you on your own. It's going to resonate different. Right? These are general reads on YouTube. It's going to resonate a lot different for a lot of people. I'll clarify and see if there are any hints as to if this is your story moving forward with your person or if this is you moving alone. Let's start by clarifying that Six of Chalices here, why you're here for the read about your person. It's a very strange feeling from this side because I feel like this side is also going through some sort of mental struggles at this time. I'm being guided to say that. Where on your side, there are mental struggles, but I feel it's more of just because of the current situations, not because you're going through things. So like maybe this side is actually dealing with past trauma, abandonment issues, loss, a lot of loss. When Judgment's there, I always picture kind of like loss, 12th house. And it's on their side, not your side, Aries. The Moon, Death, and the Two of Wands. You're here at this read for your soulmate, but you're also here to figure out what it is that your person was hiding from you. What it is they were hiding from you, because that's going to cause some sort of change in the dynamic of what's going on here between the two of you. This Two of Wands talks about movement, and it's only after you've known what's on that other side of that moon. But the thing is about on my channel specifically, when I see the moon card, not on another channel, they'll always talk about, oh, this secret's going to be revealed to you, and the universe will do that. Yeah, for some of you. But I'm sorry to say, when I see the moon card, all I feel is that this will remain hidden from you. And with this Death card, there is some sort of change to the dynamic. And when I see this Two of Wands, it's an actual physical move. Moving away or being at a distance maybe. But leaving one situation that's stable, or unstable I should say, for something that's stable. Let's clarify the Nine of Chalices in the past. That wish fulfillment you were hoping for in the past before this person showed up. Ten of Wands. Like I said, you were thinking about giving up the whole idea and notion of a person showing up. Page of Wands and the Three of Wands. But you never gave up. Aries, you never gave up on what you wanted, and you stayed loyal to the idea of something passionate coming your way. And when I see the Three of Wands, it's like you were left thinking, you weren't left, but you were there waiting, thinking that the universe is going to put it on your doorstep. You were there thinking, I don't know what I got to do anymore. I'm just going to keep with my job. I'm going to keep with my day-to-day routines. And if I have to show somebody I'm loyal, I will show them I'm loyal back. And with the Three of Wands there, this is like you waiting for the universe to deliver. I feel it did with this King of Wands. Let's see this King of Wands. Five of Wands. Temperance. And Ace of Pentacles. This person put a lot of pressure on you at the beginning. They really wanted, and it's because they felt that there was a competitive vibe to keeping you. They probably had a lot of options as well before, and it seemed like after they figured out, because you were in your head maybe not so open to the idea of a relationship, that attracted this person in 100%. The idea of you not being open to a relationship because you were frustrated waiting there for the universe. You were waiting for them to deliver, but with that Eight of Swords in the middle, you were just like, geez, it's never coming, and I would just be bitter about relationships, and I won't let anyone in my space because it just always ends up in hurt. It always ends up in failure. And here we are again with this person showing up thinking that, yeah, well, it's a competition to get my Aries attention. And they had to be patient in certain aspects with you too, Aries. Let's see here for the Seven of Swords, this betrayal. This is outright a betrayal. I don't see the Seven of Swords like some sort of level up in your life, especially not with the Nine of Swords right behind it. I see this as betrayal. No other way. 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Chalices, and the 9 of Chalices. This comes with the promise of the two of you being together, the two of you having a plan for overall greater future, but then being left in some sort of disappointment over this wish fulfillment. And it's funny because the Nine of Chalices came out again to kind of reiterate what was going on in the past. So once again, with this Nine of Chalices, you're back in the space of working alone and being alone. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating when someone shows up giving you the notion that we're going to build together. And all of a sudden, they pull the plug. The Judgment card. Knight of Chalices. Page of Chalices. And the High Priestess. There could be a little game going on between communication between the two of you currently. And that is, I feel like you sent messages to this person saying, hey, are we going to make this work? Are we going to do something about this? And maybe they've been ignoring you, or this could be you stepping off onto this path of starting to ignore them, ignore their messages. Because you're now coming from a space of that you worked on yourself in the past and it attracted something to you. So now you're back in this space of, well, you know what? I'm just going to go back to work and do what I was doing anyways. The problem with that is that then people want to show up again, don't they? Let's figure out if this person shows up again. You may have also sent a message to this person about like picking up the items they left with you, that type of stuff. Or you picking up items or things that they owe you. Now with that winged boar, the luckiest card here, that's a very interesting position for it. Let's figure out what that winged boar is doing here. What is this lucky situation that the Aries is going to come across here in the upcoming future? 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it's just like I thought. After you've been doing work and not seeing any sort of result, once you cross the bridge into being on your own, here comes a message from this page. A page has been loyal to the idea of you, but maybe not loyal to the idea of working with you. So from the beginning where you were working alone and you end up working alone again, here you have a page showing up on your doorstep. Are you going to take that? Will you accept this page back into your life when they show up again? let me pull these two cards apart and put this one card, the camera, for you. This is one of the most painful cards in this deck. In this deck specifically, the Six of Swords, because you have to cross this bridge in the snow, barefoot, having faith in the universe that you'll get those manifestations. You'll get the things that you want. But you got to do that with faith, and you got to do it barefoot. And it's hard for some of you to walk away, especially when somebody shows up like your wish fulfillment, but it's not. Let's clarify the Nine of Wands here. Nine of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Hanged Man. Three of Chalices. So I see that there is you alone, moving away from the situation, rising to your power, Aries. By the time this person comes back, you will have not accepted them back because of all the painful struggles you've had to do, that painful bridge you had to cross on your own, and working alone. Working alone seems to be a topic for this read, and I don't know, maybe that resonates with a lot of the Aries, that you got a lot of stuff going on with work and career this year, astrologically. But this is you looking good on your own with this Nine of Pentacles. This is you making your own money, making your own life, not attached to anything. And I feel it starts in the present energy with the High Priestess earlier in the clarification here, where you're starting to walk away from a situation. And isn't it funny that this High Priest artist shows her walking away? And do you see the moon behind her? Remember what I was saying about the moon? It's something that you'll never find out about this person. Now with the Hangman and Three of Chalices next to that, I see that you're starting to see the world in a different way. In a spiritual way. And the Three of Chalices is just talking about having a good time. I feel like you're going to learn how to have a good time for the rest of March and into April, spring, and summer. You're learning to have a good time. And even though there may have been a plan about doing something together during the summer, whatever that plan was, I feel like you could still live through that on your own or maybe with friends here. I see that you are going to have a very fun summer, and I feel like fun is going to be a topic for you moving forward here. For you, Aries. That's all I've got. Once again, if you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next week. Bye, Aries.